What's up, Genius Nation? Welcome to a brand new day, a day that you've never seen before, a day that you will never see again. As I tell you, each and every day is a gift waiting for you to open it up and take full advantage of it. Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, and as always, super excited that you are here rocking with us inside the nation, whether you're watching this on whether you're here live with me or watching this on the replay. I appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscription button and the notification. I appreciate you being here as well. Excuse me. Appreciate you being here as well. And if you have not joined us inside our private Facebook group, Genius Nation, we invite you to be a part of the over 1,000 individuals that are committed to becoming a better version of themselves and creating a life that they love. There's a link in the description for you to join the nation. Good morning to you coming in live. Appreciate you. Today I want to talk to you about a very important topic as it relates to your business. If you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, you want to make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be talking about, is it time to hire? Is it time to hire? Is it time to expand your business? Is it time to hire? And this is a very crucial place for business to be in, especially for small business owners. When is it the right time to hire that next team member? When is it the right time to expand and make that commitment and make that investment in your team? So let me just give you a couple of ideas as we walk through this. So the first thing that you want to do as it relates to seeing if it's time to hire a new individual. Is it time to hire a new individual? The first thing you want to do is do an assessment of your gaps. An assessment of your gaps. Now, what is an assessment of your gaps? Number one, you want to look at your business, where it is right now, and see where those holes and see where those gaps are. And let's see what's really causing those gaps, right? And so if it's just you, if you're a solo businesspreneur or a solo entrepreneur, you want to look at everything that you have to do, like literally all the tasks that you have to do, right? And then you want to look at your efficiency model at handling all that task. So is it really overwhelming? Is it really too much? Are you at that point where everything is just too much for you literally to physically handle? Are some of your projects slipping because you just have too much going on? So that may be a real good sign that, number one, you need to look at, have you automated everything that you can automate, right? When you look at your list of tasks, are there things on that task that could be automated? Like, let's just say, for instance, if you're posting to social media, there's an app that you can use that you can just sit down, kind of brainstorm what you want to share throughout the week, and then upload it to the app, and then let the app do it automatically, where you're not doing it on a day-to-day basis. So let's just say you put in your schedule, all right, social media. Boom, I'm going to invest an hour of social media and get all of my graphics and things together, and then upload that and do that right at an automated pace. So that's one thing you want to start doing. You want to look at everything that you need to do, and then look at everything that you can automate. Everything that you can automate, because you don't want to go out and hire for instance, a social media person if you really don't need it right now, because that's one of the big problems that I see a lot of small businesses do. They go and they hire when they really don't need to. One of the models that we have in our company is to keep our expenses low, our overhead low, and our profits high, right? You want to keep your expenses low and your profits high. That's how you build a sustainable business over time. A lot of people like to get all involved in the bells and whistles and to say that I have a 5-member team, a 20-member team, and all that kind of stuff, but they're really wasting money and they're not building a sustainable business. And then you see them a year from now laying off people. So you want to make sure that you're not caught up in the bells and whistles of building a successful company. So I wrote down my list, everything. If you have team members right now, make them write down all of their tasks. Make them write down all of their tasks as well. And then you want to look at all the tasks that need to be done for your business to run. You want to look at all the tasks that need to be done in your business. And then you start saying, okay, are we maximizing ourselves by automating all of that kind of stuff? The second thing you want to do, are you wasting time? A lot of entrepreneurs just waste time. Like a lot of entrepreneurs just waste time. So let's say your work day is 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. Are you actually working when you say you're working? Are you actually working when you say you're working? If you say you're going to have a 4-hour work day, work 4 hours. If you say you're going to have a 6-hour work day, work 6 hours. If you say it's 8, work 8 hours. So when you're working, work. This is how we're going to see what gaps that we really have in the business. If you're not really working in your business and doing the things that you say you're supposed to be doing on a day-to-day basis, then how can we really measure? So let's make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So number one, I'm looking at everything that I can automate. Number two, I'm looking at, am I really doing the work that I said I should be doing? Now, once you've done all of that, do I need to hire someone? Do I need to hire what we would call here in the U.S. a W-2, a full-time employee? Or can I hire someone fractionally, right? There's so many different sites out there, Upwork, Fiverr, and things like that, where you can hire individuals on a project-to-project basis. So you may not need somebody full-time. You may just need them for a project. So once again, that's why that list of tasks, list of projects are going to be so important, so you can really see the help that you need. Because once again, you may only need the support for a specific project. And then after that project is done, then you don't need them for that service anymore. That way, because if you are hiring a W-2, a full-time employee, so much more goes into that, employee tax, all that kind of stuff. So a whole lot more goes into that. So to hire what we call a 1099 here in the United States would probably be more efficient for your business. Now, there may come a time in your business where your revenue, watch this now, this is interesting and tricky a little bit, where your revenue demands that you hire a W-2, because if you don't have that deduction, right, that employee salary deduction, then you're just going to get taxed on that money, and you're just giving that money to the tax to the IRS. So does that make sense? So let's say let's just call it 100K. So let's say I'm getting ready to get taxed on 100K. But if I had a full-time employee, let's say I'm paying that employee $40,000, now that taxable 100K goes down to 60K. So instead of getting taxed on 100K, I'm only going to get taxed on 60K, right? So since I was going to get taxed anyway, and I was going to have to give away that $40,000 anyway, I might as well do it in a profitable way for my business. Does that make sense? So there may come a time in your business where it makes sense to have employees, because if you're a one-member business and you're and let's say you're running a $250,000 business, $500,000 business, $1 million business, you're going to get taxed heavily if it's just you, if you don't have a lot of deductions, right? And there comes a point in time where it gets hard just to find those deductions at that amount. And so for me, I would rather have the full-time employee than to just give all that money to the IRS. So there's some questions that need to be answered when it comes time. Is it the right time? So number one, I believe, write that list down. Look at everything that you have going on in your business. See what you can automate in your business. Second thing you need to do is really see if you're being your most efficient self. Are you really doing the work that you say that you're doing? And then, is it time to hire either a full-time, or do I need to hire a fractional employee? They have every probably position in your company that you think you may need. Someone's offering that service at a fraction, right? Fraction, that's what we call it. Fractional COO, fractional human resources. There's so many tools out there now where literally you can get really creative and really make it work for your business. So just wanted to give you something to think about today on our segment of moving the needle. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you building out a team? How are you building out your team? Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, as I always tell you, go out there and be your brilliant, amazing, genius self. Make someone else smile and laugh as you make yourself smile and laugh. And I will see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius. Have a great one, guys.